Hey up,
Hello.
how are we all doing? As I was saying to Cheryl before we went live, there's lots of people in the chat chatting away. It's lovely to see everybody. Just before I say hello to folks, how are you, Cheryl?
I'm all right. Recovering
Yeah,
still. I feel
getting
like a
there
right old woman.
slowly. Yeah, it can really knock you for
Yeah.
six, can't
Need my
it?
afternoon nap.
So, you were the first one in, so hello, and then closely followed by Sandra and Becca. Hi, Sandra and Becca. We've got Marilyn and Alison. We have Lily Rose. Um, we have Naomi. Hi, Naomi. And Bonda Blaze. Nice to see you. Marilyn, Saskia, and let's see. Don't want to miss anyone. Karen. Hi, Karen. Giselle. Hi, Giselle. Esco and Midnight Unicorn. We've got the Creatrix Way. Nice to see you. And Robin's here from Total Tarot. Hi, Robin. Nancy, Joe Louise, hello. Dawn's here and Sonique. We have Scarlett and Calla. Hi, Calla. Maharet, Trio of Wishes. We've got Cindy, Vintage Moon, and Grey Haze. And Steph's just come in. So nice to see everybody here. Have you got a cuppa, Cheryl?
I have.
What you got?
Nice deep black coffee.
Oh, have you? I've got.
Otherwise, I'll fall asleep on you.
I've actually got a tea that you sent to me, which is I'm still working my way through this.
Yeah, I've closed the tea room now.
You have, yeah. This is the dark brown magic, and it's really, really nice.
If there's any tea left on the website, you need to grab it because it's gone.
Oh, have you still got some up though? You closed it down, but you still got.
Yeah, they're in the sale room.
So right. Okay.
As well. So.
Well, this one, which is the dark brown magic, it's got it's chocolate and.
Chocolate one, yeah.
Have you still got any of this one left?
Got a couple, I think.
Famous black tea with a hint of chocolate flavors. Oh yeah, brownie, and it's really, really nice. I've had about 3 mugs of this so far, and there's still a ton of it left.
Yeah, you get quite a lot.
You do.
It's quite a meaty tea.
Yeah, yeah. I have it with milk as well. That one.
Oh no, I can't have milk.
Okay, yeah, I had it's oat milk I had, but I had the first one with milk and I liked it. I thought I'll try it without. But I was like, yeah, I still need some milk and a little bit of stevia.
I can imagine it in a chocolate drink, in a chocolate tea, because if it's quite chocolatey, I like hot chocolate, milky hot chocolate, and chocolate milk. But milk in me, other hot drinks I can't have.
I got a cold brew starter kit as well, probably about 3 weeks ago now. I've got some in the fridge brewing, cold brewing for after this, which is Deck Chair Dreaming. Joe, I don't know if you tried that one, but that one's really nice as well.
See, I like the names of the bed and brew ones.
Yeah, the mojito is really nice, and actually with ice, it actually feels like you're drinking a mojito. It's tea. Like
now that I could get with. I'm not a big tea drinker, to be honest. Never really have been.
No, well, I've always been a coffee drinker, but just recently I've really started enjoying some teas. So, Spotlight episode 4. Can you believe this is our 4th month already of
apart from the first hiccup of Lo Scarabeo putting Simon ahead of me and setting Simon the decks and not me. There's some that I don't have.
Correction to the description. So it says that we're going to be going through 10 decks. I have 10 decks.
I have 8.
Hence why I put it up. But Cheryl hasn't. We were just talking. She's like, let's I sent them to you.
Yeah, they put it in with my normal order, which arrives on Monday, even though they knew what we were doing. So they said they were going to express them. Simon got his the next day, early in the morning. I'm still waiting.
I know, and it's such a because these two I'm really excited about. So
They are big
what
decks.
do you want to do? Do you want to save them for next month, or do you want me to do
No, it's too
walkthroughs?
late then, isn't it? It's kind of,
Okay.
this other.
Yeah, it's been out a while, haven't they?
Yeah.
So what will
we might have more cat decks to do next month.
Yay! So over the next week or so, I will show these decks. But the first one, I'm really looking forward to this. I love the kind of art style of it. And this one is Earth Woman Tarot, and it's by Tarn Ellis. Yeah, it just looks really cool. Kind of reminds me of those. My sister has those ornaments. Is it Willow Tree, where they have no faces, but they're all kind of hair like that and stuff. So it reminds me of that.
Tarn Ellis has actually got a matching Oracle deck coming out, but it's coming out on Rock Pearl with a journal as well.
You've seen Calla's comment.
Yeah. How dare they? I know, Calla, how rude. No, well, I will get the privilege of them on Monday because a lot of them are ordered as well to ship out. Tree of Witches, that's the thing. I'm looking at that Earth Woman. I'm going, where's her face? Where's her nose?
I like that. And then the other one is the Lucy Cavendish Blue Angel deck, which is the Great Goddess Oracle. And I've been really excited about the release of this.
I purposely didn't take one out of stock because I thought I've got to save it for Spotlight. So I sold the last one I had in stock because I knew more were coming on Monday and mine was meant to come yesterday. And now I don't have none.
Mine came yesterday, just saying.
All your parcels came yesterday, actually.
within like 2 or 3 minutes of each other. It was unbelievable.
So you got your US games and your Rock Pool in one and your Los Scarabeo in another.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Los Scarabeo's decks have actually been released late, which is why I was going, I was nearly thinking, oh my God, I might have to cancel. The decks aren't here. But yeah, no, they did. They all arrived. Just me being a bit of a wimp. Yeah, no. It's not what I called him when I spoke to DPD this morning. It's like, where are my decks?
Do you know we're going live later today?
So do you know that's what I said? I went, where's my decks? They're in Middleton, which is literally 20 minutes away. But just go to me here. Well, we might get them to you by 6 p.m. Monday. I was going, no, I want them now. I had a right toddler tantrum.
So we've got eight decks, which I think was what we did on the first one, wasn't it? Our first ever Spotlight. Yeah. I think it was 8 decks. And that was quite manageable in the hour and a half time frame anyway. So that's fine. So Earth Woman Tarot and the Great Goddess Oracle, will
be Sam's first run-throughs, walkthroughs.
Will be
I know you've been asking about that Great Goddess for a while as well.
Yeah, it looks amazing. And I think I'm hoping it's. Did you say you'd opened one anyway?
No, I haven't opened any. I've held back. I've had them here for a while and I've held back.
Right. I'm hoping it's matte cardstocks. Blue Angel have kind of changed all their old ones to matte cardstock. So I'm wondering if
I think it probably will
be. What's Robin said? Let them know they'll be reviewed if they show up on time. Cheryl, they know why they're sending them, don't they? You're saying earlier that the publishers know that we do this, so that's why they rushed them to get mine out yesterday. But
yeah,
okay.
Because Simon's obviously more famous than me, so what can I say?
Who can we listen? With your shop and your business, you're well known in the community. I don't know
if that's a good thing.
Some person just rocks up and presses record. You do all the hard work.
Yeah, look how much it's aged me.
Right, so where do we want to
before
start?
Our very eyes. Just let me close on those windows.
Okay. I love having a peek into people's rooms as well. I love your room.
Yeah, it's chaos because I'm stock taking, so it's chaos behind me. But
is this where you always sit when you?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Maybe it's because you've left the frame. I had a good look, but yeah, I never noticed your background before.
Yeah, no, I look like the Wicked Witch way up there because my boss at my day job. I do have a day job as well. I am actually a teacher. He's Muslim, but he was going on about pagans and everything else, and really, he'd gone on a full tirade, not realizing I'm pagan. So the next time he zoomed me, I just put that up, and I was like, yeah.
It's funny you should say that. I nearly posted it into the Hermit's Cave Facebook group earlier, but there's our newspaper in Nottingham is called Nottingham Post, and I follow it because I don't buy the newspaper. I just follow it on social media now. You get all the stories. But there's this picture of this guy, and it was like, I forget his name, but just say it was Joe Bloggs. Joe Bloggs is a green witch, and you'd never know by looking at him. And that was the headline. There's this story about this guy that lives in St. Anne's, which is at the back of me, who's a male green witch. Like, why has that made the newspapers?
Yeah, no.
Never know by looking at
I
him.
can spot a pagan in my life. I got a new student yesterday, and I did his initial induction Zoom call, and he started going on about how he likes learning, how he's learning to be a blacksmith. I went, not a funny question, but are you a Norse pagan? It's like, yeah, how do you know? And I was going, well, not many have the beard, the slick back hair, and are trying to be a blacksmith.
Yeah, the draws hammer around your neck.
Yeah, just an idea.
Right. So
I'm going to let you pick the order of the decks this week.
Shall we go tarot, oracle, tarot, oracle, tarot, oracle, tarot, tarot?
Yeah.
So we're mixing it up a bit. Or do you just want to do oracles first, then go into tarot?
No, let's mix it up a bit this week because we've got quite a few oracle. I mean, we've got three oracle, haven't we? Which I adore all of them, and I haven't looked at him, but every deck. I think every deck tonight. No, like last month there was quite a lot of traditional. This month it's quite fun, isn't it? And there's a bit
very quirky.
Yeah, and a bit quirky.
Yeah. Okay, so what about Under the Oak Tarot? Now, this has been out, I think, a while in the States, hasn't it?
Well, yeah.
It wasn't out last month, obviously.
They've been stuck in customs for 2 months.
Have they?
Yay for Brexit. We love it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is in one of Los Scarabaeo's nice two-part lift the lid off type box, isn't it? Which is quite like these. Is it? Now I've seen some of these cards. Cassandra's got the deck
gilded.
Haven't you?
No.
I love that image. Yeah, so lift off box.
Yeah, when I first saw this, when was it? Last November? Because I get these every month. It's sent to me.
Oh yeah.
Which I keep as collect them. I don't know why, but I saw this and I put an order in straight away. This and the other Los Scarabaeo ones we got today. Yeah.
So packaging is I really like these. They're one of my favorite actually because they don't take up a lot of space. They're still quite small and compact.
Yeah, but they're easy to store as well, and the way that you put your cards in, you can even leave it's easy to get your cards out.
I love that.
You don't have to sit there shaking.
I love that the courts are like gods and goddesses. We've got Bridget for the Queen of Wands, Canunos for the King. So that's pretty cool. And then we get 51 pages in, which is that much of the book in English. Quite a bit of information actually for each card. Not bad. I'm still using me seam ripper, whatever it's called.
I've lost mine. I'm using a knife. Oh, cardstock's really nice. Now, you know, the one thing I don't like usually about these boxes is that it's usually quite a thicker, glossy cardstock.
Yeah. Is it not glossy?
No, it's
I'm just
matte.
getting in. Ooh, matte. I do like the silver gilding. That's really nice. Oh, it is. Oh, that is lovely. Yeah, that is lovely. They always put this card in, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I want them to change it up. I'm a bit bored of him now.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we've had that for how many years? There's the title card.
Gorgeous.
Now, normally low scarabæi are a bit smaller than standard tarot. Is that the same? Let's have a look. Oh no, this is a fully
tarot side. Yeah, they usually are when they're in this box.
Right.
In this, usually you can tell what you're getting with the type of box that you get off.
Sandra's selling hers. I wonder why. Obviously not
selling her what?
Selling her copy of this. Doesn't want it. She's selling it.
All right.
Yeah, it's a really nice gilding.
Sandra's like closet goth, really, isn't she? She likes them dark.
Yeah. So I'm gonna what we're gonna do is show some of our favourites.
Maybe it's because it's summer. This month it is quite flimsical.
Yeah.
Flimsical, whimsical.
I knew what you meant. I thought that's actually quite a cool word.
Whimsical. That's a nice high priestess.
Look at the Emperor. Look at him.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Hierophant. I think there's some really nice cards in this.
Yeah. Oh, look at the strength card. Yeah, the Hermit's nice. I love the strength card. I love the wheel. That's very pagan, isn't it? Oh, death card is epic.
The devil.
As is the devil. Look at that.
Diamond's card.
Yeah.
No, they're not faceless. Trio.
This is the card that's on the box that caught my attention as well. Are the faces faceless?
No.
No.
It's got shades on there.
That, unless you're far behind and you're still talking about the Earth Woman Tarot. I can't get over how nice this card stock is.
It's gorgeous.
Judgment. Look at the little bunnies in the Judgment card.
It's very, a lot more really like than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Two of Cups is beautiful.
You know, because not being funny, but Low Scarabæi haven't been the best with their Celtic decks, have they? This isn't AI. Sandra.
It's what? It's what?
It's a different deck. They've got Low Scarabæi have got 2, maybe 3 AI decks coming out. It's not this one.
Wow.
I know you got the comment off. Yeah, no, it wasn't this one.
I didn't see a couple. What is? Where is it said about AI?
No, Cheryl. Sandra got a comment on her walkthrough saying it's AI.
Oh,
yeah, this is it.
People will say that left, right, and centre about decks.
Yeah, and you know what? This is typical Low Scarabæi artwork as well.
Oh, I hope that's not the reason why you're getting rid of it, Sandra, because
somebody said that
it was AI.
Yeah. No, this one is not. I can guarantee this one is not AI. And the art, you can check the artists out on Instagram.
Loving the ones, how they're all candles.
Because I deal with Low Scarabæi, I have to put all their decks on, but you'll find that any AI decks I don't advertise. They are on the website because some people will buy them. But I don't advertise them, and I wouldn't make Simon do Spotlight with an AI deck.
Yeah, no,
somebody, and there was a video video gone out and going on about how low Scarabaeo's decks are all AI now. They are not all AI. They have got two I can say straight off the top of my head are the Otherworld Oracle and the Druidic Tarot, which is coming out in September, October. But the rest, low Scarabaeo, very good with artist development, very good with it.
Are they, for the ones that are AI, are they open and transparent about it as well? Or do they say that this is an AI deck?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's,
and you can tell as well because it's really bad AI.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm surprised they're doing it,
terrible.
to be honest. I am surprised they're doing it, but...
Oh, that Ten of Pentacles is so pretty.
I love this deck. Really love this deck. I love the standing stones with engravings, and there's a couple of like this.
Oh, yeah, who is doing more and more AI is Rockpool.
Are they?
Yeah, they've got so many, like Midnight Moon. Witchcraft is AI.
And I don't get why big publishers would do that, because it's not like there's a shortage of artists, is there? I mean, especially somebody like Blue Angel, who's got Stacey DeMarco on the books, and and who's this
Rockpool
one? Lucy Cavendish.
I mean, Rockpool put out about 4 oracles. They always have a minimum 2 oracles every month. There's no need to do AI. And it was they did it in with quite a big artist as well, which is why I think they went with it. But they've got we've got right off this deck. We've got another subject. But my thoughts on this deck is that it is really pretty. It's actually quite beautiful, and I'm actually surprised that
the quality of it is, like you said, I was expecting low Scarabaeo either to have quite thin cardstock unless they do the big kits. But if they do them in this, like you said, they've been very thick and glossy, haven't they?
Yeah. Like if you look at, have you got Tarot
Radiant? No, but I've got, I think it's
Tarot Z comes in a box like this, and the cards are thick, and then you get the limited edition one, and it's that nice rough riffle shuffleable cardstock, flexible cardstock. Like Murder Crows is quite a thick deck. If you can't riffle shuffle a deck, I'm not having it.
Yeah. No, I was looking to see if I'd got to hand my Radiant Wise Spirit that they did in this box. So that's
and it's quite thick, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I've got a Radiant Wise. Yeah, I'm sure I've just unpacked one. Yeah.
Hi, Beth.
Let me see if the box
size. Hello
size.
to everybody else that's come in.
No, same box size. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I would open that one.
Yeah. Right. So.
What does everyone think of Under the Oak? Now that we know that it's not AI.
AI faces are never quite human. Hello, Bill, by the way. The only deck I've got I know is an AI, is an indie deck, and it doesn't look like people have 3 hand and 10 eyeballs.
Yeah, the only AI deck I've got is an indie deck. It was by Marcus Katz.
Yeah, I was sent one by an independent publisher, and when I got it and saw that it was AI, I contacted them to say, I really don't feel comfortable and I'm happy to send it back. And I was like, no, just keep it. And they know now not to send me their AI decks. Yeah, and Adam says,
beautiful images. A real shadowy surprise. It is.
Yeah. And Alison's put it on the list. Under the Oak is on the list. Yeah.
Carla, there are some beautiful images in that non-AI.
Ooh, don't put me in the Amazon basket. You might not end up with the real thing.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon. It's one of those things, isn't it? That it's just become part of our everyday lives. I just don't like the ethics of it. I don't like how damaging for the environment it is. Like, you know, when they built the cloud in Ireland, the big building that they said was going to create loads of jobs, and it's where it stores all the information, and it's where your Amazon cloud is, your Kindle books are, your music and everything. So they've built it. It's heat, and Ireland is absolutely stunning. I don't know if everyone's been to Ireland, but it's so stunning and gorgeous. Around it, it's heated the ground up that much that all the flora and fauna are starting to die, and it's killing off the wildlife.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so all the Alexas and the Kindles and everything, and we're going, yeah, no, we'll use this because obviously it's going to be more ecological than chopping down a tree to read a book. It's actually burning all the fauna. Yeah, it does look great. I really like it.
Oh no, that's not good. No, it's not. Okay, so Oracle decks. Shall we do Season of the Witch?
Oh, you were going to say that. You've had that there going, oh, I need to open this. You've had it since yesterday, and you're going, why can't I open this? You've done very well.
The penultimate one in the series. So this is deck 7, and we've just got Ostara, haven't we?
Yeah, and it's weird. They've actually gave the release date for the Ostara journal, but they haven't really given the release date for the deck.
Yeah, and was it you, Cheryl, that told me last time, or the time before when we looked at the last deck, that which was the Letha one, wasn't it? That they're bringing out a tarot.
Yeah, they are. I think she's completed it.
Has she? Ooh. I've been looking forward to opening this. Well, I've been looking forward to opening them all, but I've dropped me picker into a groove.
We need to get you a proper mini then. I think for your hands you need it. I have quite a long.
I've got it.
I invested a lot of money. Well, I say a lot of money. It was about £4 into my house. So, I don't even know what colours
the edges will be. I can say it looks like it's going to be gold. That will be the second gold one then, won't it? Because we have got
quite lime.
Beltane was gold.
Is it gold or lime? It's quite green.
Oh, it's green. Yeah, it's like because the inside of the box is green, the band on the cards, the backs are green, and it's like a green gold. Really, it's like a metallic green. Yes. Yeah, you can see it more in the shade actually, but it's green. Yeah.
Reminds me of a dance costume I had when I was about 10 in the 1980s. We would have had lime green sequins.
I mean, if you've seen any of their decks, the decks are really, really the books in the decks are really, really good. It's lots of images and keywords, and it's 155 pages. And it lists the 6 decks. Coming soon, Season of the Witch, Oracle, Ostara. Don't forget to share your beautiful photos. And yeah, you can, and there's bonus material at the end using a QR code. So.
I think they're going to get near to Lamis and then announce. As soon as I know, I'll let everyone else know, because if you've got this far, you might as well finish the series off.
Exactly. And
what's your favourite one so far?
I think Samhain is one that I really, really like. But the last one, I thought Letha was really nice.
Letha's been the best one out of all of them.
Yeah. Imolk, I quite liked Imolk. But of course, after the first 2 decks, they changed artists, didn't they? But I thought they chose really well, because it wasn't that obvious. It wasn't that jarringly different.
Yeah, no, it still blends, doesn't it? But the change of the artist actually suits the Sabbats better.
Yeah. Really nice.
Oh, sunflowers. I said to Lorraine, there better be loads of bunnies and Easter eggs in the Ostara. Otherwise, I won't be happy. There's no bunnies. I'm not having it.
There's going to be, isn't there? Oh, for the corn dollars. Is this out now? Is this
Yeah,
released?
this is available. Oh, citrine. That's my favourite. Being a Leo. God, what I was going to say. Fire.
Oh, look at that. Failed harvest. That reminds me of The Wicker Man. When the crops
my bank
failed.
account thinks we've had a failed harvest all the time. Corn.
Oh, it's lovely. I love these days.
Cornucopia.
Hilltop.
Every year I say I'm going to make a cornucopia and I never do.
There you go. Lion.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
And it's very relatable to the Sabbath. She does get them spot on. Fruit jam.
Well, they are witches, aren't they? They're actually, walk in their path. Oh, look at that. Weeds.
You can hear me. Washing machine's just singing to tell me it's finished.
Colour lights the Yule deck. Definitely on the list. Really love this deck. Lily's bought so far Letha, Samhain and Yule. Hello Trisha, by the way.
This is nice.
They don't appeal. That's fair enough, isn't it? That's the thing, not everybody, you must have.
Yeah, I mean, they have been very clever. They're like pulled collectors in, haven't they? Because I'm like, if it had just got, say, like Samhain and not got any of the others, I could live with that. But because I started getting the others, now I've got to complete it all.
Yeah.
Whether I like them or I don't like them, I have to have the full set. I do the same with books.
The same.
If it's a trilogy, I've got to buy all 3 of the trilogy. Even if I stop liking it after the second one, I've got to have all 3.
Yeah.
That's ADHD.
But the thing is as well, these may, if you follow the wheel of the year like I do, I love pulling certain cards. So, but I also feel that I want the full set to start doing that. I've done it occasionally in the past, but like off Star when there wasn't a deck, I'm like, That means I want the whole set. I've got them lined up on my bookcase.
Now that it's become the full year. It's nearly. I mean, we've nearly got the full year, but I've got to get a star out, and it'll be out. I think it'll be out because they were putting them out at the time of the Southern Hemisphere rather than the Northern Hemisphere. But now I think they've switched it a bit to start getting out in time for the Sabbaths. So I think it's February for a star. It was meant to be November, but it's going to be February for a star. From what
February? Gosh, because they brought this one and the Letha one out really close together.
For the Sabbaths, pulled them forward in time for the Sabbaths in the Northern Hemisphere. And a star is not going to be until next March, is it?
I know, but they still should release it. I don't want to wait another...
Get on the phone. Tell them.
I'm so impatient, That's something that's really come to light this week a few times. The backs are always you always get the moon in the back, but you'll get a different design. But they are branded really nicely together as a set. This one's obviously because it's Lammas. It's got the sunflowers. So yeah, really nice. How many cards do we get? Is it 44? Yeah, 44 cards.
44 with rock pearl.
I like that green. That's really unusual. Okay, so
like late chip potato chips, you could stop eating after just one.
you can choose the next one. Deck you want to do.
We're going to do a US Games one. I'm going to do this one because I need to tear just rip the plaster off and get it done. Because this actually scares me, this one. It's a blend. You've got your cat and it's had a baby with a unicorn. And it's now called a Caticorn.
I thought it was a play on words because of Caticorn. That's what it is it?
Yeah. Unicorn. And a bit, if you know, the old "How's your father?" with a cat.
Right. Okay. Okay. I love the way you said I just want to rip the plaster off.
Yeah. I'm going to warn you all, there's still 4 more cat decks to come out this year.
I mean, I've got a lot of cat decks, a lot, and I really liked, Malamia did one, which was with the aura cat, and that was really nice. But there does seem to be in the mass market world an explosion of cat decks.
Yeah. Trisha's like, a cat did what? The cat had a baby with a unicorn.
So Caticorns are modern mythical creatures. Who knew that they were a thing? Who live deep in the forest of the unicorn realm, where they have built a beautiful community full of joy and magic. Working with the whimsical yet wise Caticorns can spark a cat-like curiosity in your life and lead you on a mystical adventure. Ask the Caticorn guides to your questions, and they'll reveal the teachings hidden in every card.
It's
so again, it's that new design
of Tarot Vows, Pamela Chen.
Pamela Chen. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and Delphine Dion.
What was that other one? Witchling Academy, was it? I didn't buy it because it was just totally not my thing. But is it Witchling Academy, that Llewellyn deck? It's like
Harry Potter vibes. Somebody will pop it in I think.
Yeah, so it's the same author as.
It's not that sturdy, is it? Really, but I mean, it's all right. But
this is actually on the cheaper end of US games at the moment.
Yeah, seems to be. But...
They might, because you can't get this on Amazon at the moment unless you import it via Amazon. They might have now because they finally got here after being stuck in customs, because the rules have changed for America, even though they're not European. The rules have changed for America as well.
Yeah, so Pamela Chen published Witchling Academy Tarot, Tarot of the Owls, and Enchanted Crystal Magic book. So you was right. It's the I like the way it's sat nicely in this little.
See, I'm starting to get worried. The fact that I know who's published what deck, who the artist, and who they published it, and when it was done. That's not good. Yeah, but this is quite cheap compared to most other. Maybe they haven't had the pre-orders or the response they wanted, so they've printed them all out. Just get them out. But I mean, the only cat tarot I've actually got and kept is the cat tarot.
Oh, this is US games.
Yeah.
That is surprising.
It's marketed towards a young audience, isn't it?
Yeah, perhaps that's why.
I mean, it feels quite smooth when you find them out, though, to be honest.
Yeah, it does. It just, yeah, and it's not.
It's because you've been spoiled with US games. I think this is definitely marketing towards the younger kids market, the TikTok generation.
That just looks like, the rainbow tail and. I mean, it's.
I mean,
big cheer. I don't know if that means England's won.
The Emperor's Queue.
There's a big England match on at the minute, and I'm in the city, so I've just heard a great big cheer.
They can even melt mine. Soft heart.
Oh, look at strength. Strength's nice.
Yeah, that is nice. I think that this is to market towards the younger market, the TikTok market, and those that are more willing to buy a counterfeit deck because about price. I think that's what this is marketing towards.
That's interesting. Don't quite get what's happening, but like two halves of cat. Oh, look at the devil.
Justice is cool. I mean, it's like with the dog tarot. I look at it and it makes me smile, and I think, okay, it's nice. Would I personally go to the shops and buy it? No. Will there be people who love this deck? Yes, of course. Will there be a lot of people who don't like it? 100%. I play with decks like Terra Volatile. Do you know what I mean? So it's a mad, massive difference. But you'll notice it every summer that the decks get really whimsical over summer. I'm still waiting for someone to announce a Halloween deck. The only people that have announced one is Los Scarabeo with the Voodoo Tarot.
Oh, have they?
Voodoo Tarot looks really cool. It's coming in a kit with a big book.
Oh, is it?
A big book for Los Scarabeo, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm
nice
really...
parts. This is it's not something that I would personally buy, but I do know quite a few people who would love this. And I think if you've got children as well, like when they do tarot for kids, and you just you don't need to do a tarot specifically for kids, but you can do stuff like this. I mean, my daughter would go nuts over this. She would love it, absolutely love it. So it's about, so I don't think it's grown up enough for us. And it doesn't have the cuteness factor of the cat tarot where, you go. Oh.
What I like about it, I like the softness of it. It's watercolor, isn't it?
Very, it feels almost...
It's light and airy. And
it feels like the age range of middle school kind of, I don't know. Before they go to high school, is it middle school? Middle school age. Well, when I was young, it was primary. It was infants, juniors.
Infants, juniors,
junior
seniors.
School.
Yeah. So that's 7 to 11, isn't it? 7 to 12.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yeah. And I think it'd be a really nice introduction for kids for tarot, actually.
Yeah, and there's lots of cats and dog lovers out there, but I'm not sure what new it's bringing other than they've crossbred it with a unicorn. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think this is definitely to try and hit a new market, because think about it. If you were publishing and then you see us lot reviewing stuff and you go, no, they've only got another 10 years left to do. You're going to want to try and hit a new market, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because you're like, what do we do when this lot have gone?
Giselle said it's absolutely perfect for Sandra. Yeah, I can see this being a Sandra deck.
But look, it's there are cute little touches to it with the paws all along the deck. Yeah, I mean, it is. I think it's a kid's deck. But would I prefer the kids' tarot without the backs on? Absolutely. Without the writing on the back. Caticorn.
Right,
But don't say that at least they can't say that we're being biased, because we've given it a go.
Yeah. And that's the thing, isn't it? It's the spotlight is looking at what's been either just released or about to be released in the UK and our thoughts on it, and we're going to be honest.
I've gone, no, I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah. All right. So this one I'm not sure about. For an oracle deck. Now I know you love all the oracles, but I think this is from a film, isn't it? Cowgirls and Aliens.
No.
Is it a film?
No.
Sure, there's
I know what you're thinking of. I know what film you're thinking of.
I thought there's a film called Cowgirls and Aliens.
Midnight Unicorns. All right, Cheryl, you'll get at least one sale to me.
Welcome to the glittering alien desert, where the moon whiskey is strong, the cowgirl boots sparkle, and the ray guns are smoking.
See, this is just fun, isn't it? Everyone I know who's got this has ended up going out and getting the Sweet Twilight tarot.
Oh, have they? I've got Sweet Twilight.
Sweet Twilight. Apparently, it goes amazing with Sweet Twilight.
Oh, it was Cowboys and Aliens. This is Cowgirls and Aliens. Are they making a sequel? It's so cool, says Vintage Moon. Beyonce, anyone? What?
I mean, obviously, I've seen some of the pictures because I've looked at it on.
I don't know anything about this deck. Like I say, when I took it out of the box yesterday, I was like, "Oh, it's another film kind of deck." And I looked to see if it was like Titan but it's Rockpool. So, but that's because I was thinking of Cowboys and Aliens.
See, I do find that I think Rockpool target the female market more than the male, which is why
Rootin' Tootin' Galactic Wisdom to inspire your day. I like the box. It's got like it's matte, but it's got the spot gloss.
It's got a UFO.
Points. Yeah. 2-part box. Stetson in the middle there.
Was that on the other side of the cow? Ah, right. I was like, why's mine got a UFO and yours has got a cowboy hat? Oh my god! I want my brain back. After COVID, my brain has just disappeared.
The book's quite nice. Colour images.
Yeah, the book is lovely, actually. You get a real sense of
116 pages.
And you get the picture with an affirmation underneath.
I don't feel like there's a lot of cards. How many cards is there? Let's have a look.
Isn't that 44?
Oh, there's a card called the AI. How apt.
Yeah.
35 is the time traveler. Is the AI numbered? 36. So it's 36 cards. They're matte with a nice silky sheen. They've got the kind of
I love rainbow. I do like rainbow gilding. I'm not actually a big massive fan of gilding, to be honest. I don't mind sprayed edges or digitally painted edges. Because sometimes gilding, if it's done cheaply, it's really harsh on the hand. And I'm a delicate flower. So
delicate flower.
I actually like this. It's fun, isn't it?
Well, the horse has got a third eye.
Yeah, but that looks. I do like this one. Else.
That reminds me of working at American Adventure, Silver City, Cowboy Town. The artwork's nice.
Yeah.
I have to say.
Is she pregnant or are my eyes going weird?
There's diversity as well in the deck, I've noticed.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's not. It doesn't feel like intentional diversity. If it just feels like that's she should be.
It's happening all the way through. Yeah.
Yeah. And that goes for colours, shapes, sizes. I kind of like that one. I bet there's loads of details here that I'm just not seeing at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, the telepath.
I like the Undertaker.
This is better than I thought it was going to be.
The Alien Queen. Oh, good. So you've got your. It starts.
Cowgirls first.
With like all your girls, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Then it goes into your aliens. So I was like, where's the aliens in this?
The shapeshifter look. That's cool. Through the mirror.
That is a cool card. Space Pirates, cool. I think I prefer the aliens to the cowgirls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mutant.
Yeah, I like the mutant one.
Yeah, no, I quite like that. That AI one that was actually really cool.
Yeah, the AI. It's got some work. Oh, it says, I will be open to change and embrace new perspectives. That's a subliminal message, I think they're trying to get across.
You will like AI.
These are the backs, which is one of the images. So that's part of the back of the deck.
Do you find you get a lot of oracles in the summer?
I never thought of that. Never really considered that.
Told you he would go off, didn't I? Told you he'd start singing.
Okay, what next? I know the one you're going to want to leave till last.
Yeah. So we've got 3 tarot and 1 oracle left. Now, all the tarot that are here, I'm quite looking forward to going through them.
Right.
And the oracle. I think this is my sort of, there's lots of boobs and bums in it though, I have to say. When I was putting the pictures up on the website, I had to take a load down, otherwise it won't show up on Google.
Of course, yeah. Shall we go? Shall we go with Woodland Fairy Tale?
Yeah, I am partial to fairy tale decks. Oh, that's a nice heavy box.
Yeah. So this is US games as well.
Yeah.
But different packaging. I think whatever's happened now.
Other publishers apart from US games next month. Oh, yes, no, nice. You got a nice magnetic box. Open up.
Oh, I'm still opening.
Nice end pages.
Yeah, that is nice. Nice matte. We've got the key to unlock. And then it opens. Woodland. So this is Woodland Fairy Tale Tarot, Magic, Folklore and Plants. Oh, it's a nice chunky book.
Each suit is related to a fairy tale. So you've got like one which is related to Hansel and Gretel and the Calandraer. I cannot speak today. Swords is related to Sleeping Beauty and with the bramble in the rose. Cups is the goose girl at the well. I don't know that fairy tale. And the lotus flower. Pentacles is Little Thumb. Is that Thumbelina or is Little Thumb Thumbelina?
I think so. Tom Thumb and Thumbelina.
Flower. And then each of the chords has got, so like Page of Wands is Hansel related to the sunflower. King of Wands is Gretel related to. Giselle, I need your help saying these flowers' names because I can't say them.
I love this, and the book is really cool. So it'll be like the magician is Aladdin, and it tells you it's got vines and grapes as the plant.
Emperor's New Clothes. That was my favourite story as a kid because I just couldn't get over that he was naked walking down the street.
But then it gives you the background of the story. So in this Middle Eastern folktale, a sorcerer tricked young Aladdin into descending into the depths of the earth to retrieve a magical lamp. So I really like the book. The book's really nice in terms of bringing fairy tales. And there was a deck, I forget what it's called now. Sandra will know because I was with her when I bought it in Glastonbury, which is a fairy tale deck, quite big cards, but they were paper thin. Like literally like printed on paper, rubbish. And then I've obviously got Baba Studios fairy tale, but yeah, this one looks like it's going to be quite nice. A box within a box.
My favourite fairy tale deck is the Lamucci one. I use that one all the time. And whenever I read for someone, they will always pick that because they think it's going to be nice and friendly. And I'm like, yeah, no, she's a bit of a bitch, to be honest. She's going to come at you.
So this is the tuck box that you get inside the box.
I think you're going
Cards.
to
Now
find this more often, so you're going to find the box in the box.
this
'Cause
is more
it
like
does
it in
look
terms
like
of card stuff.
These look like quite big cards.
They are. They're quite large. And to give you a size comparison, they are glossy. Inner child card, Simon. That's it. Thank you, Sandra. So this is a chunky beast. But I like the artwork. It's nice and clear.
That's all right.
Yeah.
It's glossy. It's meant to be vibrant, isn't it?
It doesn't tell you the fairy tale on the card. It's just the traditional title and number. But you can see, you know, that's obviously Jack and the Beanstalk.
Like the Emperor for the Emperor's New Clothes.
Yeah.
The Hierophant is Alice. Chariot is Puss in Boots. He's like, yeah, no, I'm staying. Like it or lump it.
Snow White.
Princess and the Pea.
Oh yeah, I just got that one with all the mattresses. I used to have that as a Ladybird book, Princess and the Pea.
I had the Ladybird book of that. I loved that fairy tale.
I just love those Ladybird books. I wish you could still get them. They were brilliant.
Yeah, and if you do find them, they're a fortune, aren't they?
Yeah. Cheryl, you've got a question. Giselle says, Cheryl, come and spend a day in my garden and I'll teach you all I know. So about 5 minutes, then we'll break out the wine. Can I come? Oh, I like that as well.
Devil's cute. You do have to bear in mind, it's a fairy tale deck. It's not a dark fairy tale. It's a woodland fairy tale.
Yeah. What's the tower? What story? Because I'd automatically think Rapunzel, but I bet that would be too kind of obvious, wouldn't it? The tower is
Snow White. Where?
Yeah, Snow White. Oh, it's the apple. Look, the apple is falling as well.
Oh right, yeah.
By my finger. Interesting.
In a sense, the stepmother herself embodies the profound symbolism of the tower card. To grow and evolve, we need to experience unexpected challenges.
I recognise this one. The
Who's
Wizard
been
of
on
Oz.
the website?
There's the Emerald City, look.
Yeah, I saw the Wizard of Oz one.
So did you say Rumpelstiltskin for swords or Snow White?
No, Snow White was the power.
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. Hansel and Gretel for the wands.
Yeah. So these are the Sleeping Beauty ones with the spinning wheel. Oh yeah, the thorn bush that you have to cut through.
See, that's what I would have liked them to do with Once Upon a Time tarot.
Yeah. Well,
you know, instead of using loads of different, and then in the suits they just completely ignored the fairy tales and just had whimsical creatures. But this actually takes you through the tale. It uses the tale and the energy of the card to match. So that's cool.
Yeah. I like the backs as well. They're quite minimal. What's wands? What was the story of wands? Hansel and Gretel going into the woods. Oh, finding the house.
And they're off.
Yeah, there's the gingerbread house.
Yeah, no, I like this. Oh, it's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't expect to see it, do you? You know that she does it, but you don't expect to see her do it. You don't expect to see her push it. This how violent.
Yes, Marilyn, the artwork is nice.
It is. It's very simple. It's very cute.
What's Cups?
Cups was
can't work it out.
The Goose Girl. at the well.
Oh, that's why I don't know it. I'm not familiar with that story.
Probably American fairy tale.
Could be. I can see lots of geese, but
I mean, most fairy tales are Germanic anyway, but you know, they're all a little bit dark, and then we've made them all nice, light, and fluffy, haven't we?
Yeah.
I don't know the tale. I don't know the story.
Which one's Christian Andersen them?
Yeah.
And then Pentacles is
Little Thumb, which I'm presuming is Thumbelina.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, because look, she's tiny.
What's the name of this one again? This one is Woodland Fairy Tale Tarot. I get it then. They chose fairy tales that, like Hansel and Gretel, that are in the woods. Yeah.
Is it Thumbelina? I don't know the story of Little Thumb. I'm going to have to. Now I'm intrigued enough to know who wrote it, what's the story about, and do I need to read it and buy it? Because I do like the fairy tales. I keep on trying to get the Blue Fairy Tale book on the Folio edition, Folio Society edition. People are selling it for like 400 quid, and I'm going, I want it, but you know, at the end of the day, it's still a fairy tale.
What was I going to say?
Because I have access to any book I want at one of my wholesalers. You know, I'm going to look in there and see if they've got any versions of it.
Nice
Tom
kit,
Thumb.
though.
Tom Thumb. Is it Tom Thumb? Little Tom, because it's just called Little Thumb, which I've never heard of.
No. But when I do the walkthrough, I'll do some research and find out, and then I'll be able to.
Yeah, you'll have to do your research before you do it. I can't get it back in the box.
The series called Grimm is so good. I think I watched a couple of them. Reminds me of Danny Kaye.
Grimm is good. I used to love that.
Christian Andersen.
Yeah, the film with what's his name? Danny Danny
Kaye.
Danny Kaye. Which has already said it.
Inchworm. There's lots of cheering and whooping in the city, so I think England have won. Right, so we've got 2 tarot and 1 oracle. So shall we do another tarot deck?
Should we do the oracle?
Do the oracle. Oh, I've dropped my earpiece. Casanova oracle. I'm intrigued by this one. This is a low Scarabeo. It reminds me, the art style reminds me of those, you know, those playing card decks you sent me?
Yeah.
Reminds me,
the ones that I ordered by accident.
the vintage ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, different.
They're out now then, Simon. You're lucky I got you them.
Oh, yeah. Are you? Are they? Are you
out print now. So
wow.
I don't think they were a big seller for them, to be honest. Some of them have been around a while, but even the new ones.
Yeah.
Grimm was brilliant, and he was very handsome as well, which helped make it even better.
I need to watch it. I think I started to watch it. This has got a linen finish. Really nice artwork. A new erotic oracle deck based on Umberto Brunelleschi. Go on, say it. Brunelleschi. Illustrations produced for the 1950 edition of Giacomo Casanova's autobiography. Wow.
Now, I can remember the story of Casanova.
There was a series, wasn't there? About 25 years ago.
Yeah, but he was a real person, Casanova, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, it's the times of Venice, and he could skip in and out of windows and ravish women. But apparently, it wasn't as Casanova as That's where we get the name from. Oh, he's a rag Casanova, him, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or is
Eleftherio.
that the northern thing?
Now, this is 33 pages. It's only 32 cards. It's quite a thin deck.
There is nudity in this. So we will be careful.
There's what? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I need to put out a warning.
It's actually a mat. I've never seen a Love Scarabeo mat card. I know the Alice ones were kind of mat, but these are proper mat.
Yeah, they feel nice. They've got a nice feel to them. And they're not the thickest, but
when it's Love Scarabeo though. I mean, it's not as nude as, Tarot of Aphrodite.
No. Well,
I think it gets a bit nude.
It's quite tasteful. It's tastefully done. Look at the shadow bit of coming into the room.
It's what?
I said it's quite tastefully done. I like the vintage artwork.
Vintage. Actually. It's exactly what I would expect off Italian old deck.
What? Oh.
What are you looking at?
I can't make that image out.
Which one? Dynamism. Where boys girls are dressed as boys.
No, it was Invitation. I couldn't work out her head and what that was. But it's a hair behind a bonnet. I was like, what am I looking at there? Event. That is an event. I best not show ostentation. I think that might be pushing ostentation a bit too far. We'll leave that one off.
I actually think it's really pretty, to be honest. I am not. That one is definitely pushing the boundary.
Quite a bit of girl on girl action.
Well, they were all for it, weren't they?
Yeah, experimentation.
I mean, you've got to remember Venice and the Casanova era and the Doja era was all the time of the masquerade balls and a little bit of naughtiness and went on.
I mean, it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful deck, actually. Especially if you love all this kind of Edwardian time, Victorian?
It's even earlier, isn't it?
Is it?
I would say it was Renaissance, the Renaissance era.
No, looking up now.
All right,
How much is this deck? Someone's asking.
$18.99.
That's good. That's good for the quality of it as well. Nice, really.
I don't think it's that bad. That bad?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm not. The quality of my Oracle decks aren't as big a concern as they are for my tarot because I don't use them as often. I never do pull them. It's a quick pull it's an altar card.
Yeah.
I like that, me.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a pretty deck.
Pretty box. Because oracles. I'm just not star. Some of them are just too star seedy for me.
Georgian. Giselle says Georgian.
Where's Casanova Georgian?
Circa 18th century.
All right. Is that the same? When did they kill? When was that? Oh God, I can't remember her name now. The French queen who said Marie Antoinette. When was she? Was she around the same time?
Possibly that French Revolution time, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that's 18th century as well. Yeah, Casanova 1800s. Yeah, so
can you give an example of text on card, as in from the book? I can read one event. So if I go to card 15, I think this is what Robin means. So I'll put up event, and then it says the meeting to which you are invited requires active participation. Use your charm to weave bonds and partnerships, showing you are more amiable and worldly side. Be open to new acquaintances. Only then will you gain favour with people who can find a momentary or permanent place in your life. Be kind but shrewd.
So when you pick the card where you just have boobs in everyone's face.
I could have picked.
If someone's watching this on their 55-inch screen on the TV, they've just had 2 pairs of knockers just sat there.
I could have shown ostentation though. Couldn't I? Card 17. Can't show that one.
No. I mean, it says it's erotic, but it's no more than you'd find in a bloody museum.
Exactly. But YouTube tends to get a little bit prissy, don't they, sometimes? Oh
yeah, Google is awful. I've had, like, the last one that we're going to do today, I am not allowed to advertise on Instagram. They've taken it down about several times. Not on Facebook. TikTok, I'm not allowed to advertise it. And which is probably why no one's seen it that much.
I keep same with Facebook group, the Hermit's Cave, because we show cards whenever there's needed to get blocked and we have to approve them. But then you get a notice saying if you approve this and it goes against our community guidelines, your group can be shut down.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh. But then when you don't approve it, people be like, I can't believe my card has been deleted. I'm like.
Yeah,
I mean, shut down the group
because the world, she's mainly naked. We're used to it, but yeah, there's a card in that one that I think is absolutely beautiful. Same here, Calla. More boobs, please. We've got a great set in the last deck. But I think we'll discuss it when we get to that card. But I think there's a reason why I've refused that card. That's why that deck's not advertised. And I think it's a real shame. So I think we need to have a tarot community revolution and just go out and get it and show it everywhere until they get peed off with us. Tarot
right, on. Second to last deck.
Yeah. I'm so glad you didn't pick the other one up.
I know you wanted to leave that one to last.
I've been waiting for that set for so long.
So this is US Games as well, this one. It's got that new design kind of that they're doing all the time. 2-part.
That's cute on the end. Now,
yeah,
it is quite vector arty, but I know quite a lot of people have been anticipating this deck.
Yeah.
But again, it's quite whimsical. I have seen some pictures on US Games. I mean, I've seen a walkthrough on US Games. But and there's some cards in it that I really liked. Nice.
180 pages. It's very chunky. Yeah, it is vector art. But then some of the images look really cool. I've just opened on Five of Swords, and that looks really cool. So,
I mean, I think there's some vector art decks that we've reviewed that I'm not even sure they should have been released.
I can't imagine what one you're talking about.
Yeah, I've got one left. I can't get anyone to buy for love nor money.
You'll have to do a giveaway or something. I like the suit
inside,
on the inside. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Gilded.
you know, they do think about the publication for each deck, don't they? The presentation. Like we've had US Games decks, and the presentation's been different on all of them. I mean,
yes, that's true. Yeah, I like this blue. It's like a powder baby blue, but it's really nice because it's kind of it's really lovely. From a distance, it looks like it's silver.
Yeah, Star Maiden tarot.
Oh, I like the backs as well, and it's linen. Look at the backs, pure black. Oh, that's going to annoy people.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't even see it, because at the end of the day, I mean, luckily they put it on both sides, so it's reversible. But
yeah, and it's not that obvious. It's not like it's bold white. It's quite a faint. Which deck is this? This one is Star Maiden Tarot.
It would have been only women naked in a Casanova deck, because that was the whole point. He used to go around and ravish women. He's quite famous because there's no other men there.
I don't know if it's showing, but you can see it's really nice linen cardstock as well.
Gorgeous.
Probably shows that on the black. Yeah, that's really, really good. So our Fool.
I like it. You know, it's not too slippy as well. Like when they did the Moon Garden in the linen, and you put the deck down, it just slides everywhere.
I love the Hierophant. That's cool. That's my favourite one so far. Hermit is pretty cool.
Justice is the one off the box.
Oh, look at that! Look at that death skeleton.
One, yeah. It's almost like he's on the underground, going down to the underworld. Death card's cool. Oh, I'm losing them.
Oh, look at this is one I saw in the book. That's quite a cool image.
I quite like the Two of Swords. I just wish people would be more inventive with the Three of Swords. We don't have to. We can still put the meaning of the card in without just doing a heart and three swords.
I think it's because it's such an iconic image, isn't it?
Much more deeper than that, isn't it?
That one's for Robin. That's his significator card.
Oh, the Knight's cute. Like that. And the King. I haven't got them in the wrong order.
Giselle says, yes, Cheryl. Thank you. I hate the heart and the three swords.
I mean, yeah, but you know, when you think how much depth the card can actually have, you know, depending on who you're reading it with. The artist of the deck is Hannah Kircher.
As far as vector art goes, this isn't too.
I like the fact that the King comes before the Queen.
Yeah. I noticed that when I went to the back card, when I was showing the back of the card.
Yeah, I thought I was just about to rearrange them, and I think that's how it's meant to be, isn't it? Two of Cups, gorgeous.
I mean, once it's shuffled, it makes no difference, does it? But
no.
I like that King.
We all like our little quirks, though, don't we?
Yeah.
I do like this one. There's the devil card. You know you want it.
Hold on. Hold on.
The devil card is nice.
Look at that serpent as well. Just for you, Calla. I love the gilding on this. I think that's really pretty. Probably one of my favourite. From a certain angle, it looks like it's silver, look.
Yeah, it is nice. It's a nice deck. Feels gorgeous in the hand. And I'm just
it does.
catching them with my elbow.
And even though I said about the copper out on the back, when you've got it like that, it's not that noticeable.
Yeah, it's not.
And I'd rather it be on the back than on the front.
When they put it out, used to put it on the front all the time.
Yeah.
See, if you've got a nice plain thing back like that, it's when it becomes the backs themselves are full on.
Yeah.
Sort of talking. I actually prefer plainer backs than ornate ones.
This deck deserves more attention than
Tarot
it's getting.
Divine, yes, it does. That's what it reminds me. Yes, it's very similar to Tarot Divine. That sort of colorways and vibe. I was actually looking at my Tarot Divine today. Why didn't you even make that connection? Another one for the list.
Yeah, better than I was expecting. Yeah, to be honest, when I saw this and I thought, because Vector art isn't my favourite, but actually this was one of the better ones.
But I knew I'd seen some of the cards.
Yeah. I've noticed lately there are many decks that are too hard to read if I'm sitting in a dark corner. Well, as in the font on the card, Robin, or just generally? I might add it to the ever decreasing list. Never decreasing list. So.
It is nice. It's pretty, and it feels. I don't think they're that expensive as well. I think they're about £28 for the quality of the deck. And US Games guidebooks have improved. I like that, they're not too over the top, but they are all very relatable through the card.
Okay.
Sometimes, don't you find that sometimes if the guidebook is too descriptive about everything that's in the card, you kind of lose your intuition and stop looking deeply into the card?
To be honest, unless it's a deck that's really difficult, like the Awakening Tarot, I will read the guidebook when I get it, because that's what I like to do. When I open a new deck, I like to sit down with a cup of coffee and read the guidebook. I might not read every card interpretation, but I like to read as much as I can. But then, from then on, I tend not to use guidebooks because I've got used to working with the deck. So,
but I think the guidebooks they're putting out, they've kind of got into the habit now of describing every single thing that's in the card. I want to discover things from, when I'm looking at it. Like when you do your walkthroughs and you've not looked at the guidebook and you go, oh, look at that in there, or look at that in there. And sometimes the guidebooks can take it out. I mean, with US Games, they give a general feel of the card rather than describe every little nuance in there.
Yeah.
And depends on the guidebook. Some of them are all just exactly the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I think at the end of this video, we should all take a minute's silence for Tarot Vampire. As it slowly dies away.
I know. I've got mine, but then I edged it in bright red.
Yeah, mine.
Because I love it. I love it in bright red, but now I'm thinking.
I've got two. I've got two backups, mate.
Yeah, I keep thinking maybe I should have one that I haven't modded. But
yeah, now I've got one because mine's modded. Mine was in one of the old tuck boxes, and I've modded it. The box is battered, so it's in a bag that Giselle made for me for it. And then I got another one which I've opened. Because my book was just thumbed as well, completely ruined.
Are they still in the flimsy big tuck box like the old?
Oh no.
Llewellyn? Mine's that, you see.
Yeah, that's what my original one is. They're in the actual magnetic box now. I've got 10 more coming next week.
Let me know when you get it.
And I'm going to see if because they're already starting to sell them on Amazon at 40-50 quid, and I've seen them on eBay for 100 quid. So I'm going to try and see if I can get another box, because I know it's one of those decks that will sell regardless of. It's one of those that's always good to have in stock. You know, I had someone the other day trying to go, yeah, can't you put the price down? It's an old deck, it'll be 20 quid. And I was thinking, it's out of print. No, I can't.
Ian Daniels, Nancy Cozier, the Ian Daniels ones with the guidebook Phantasmagoria.
I think it's run out of contract because they have 15-year contracts at Llewellyn, and I think he's run out. The contract's expired, and Ian's not re-signing.
Right. Okay.
Because Marcus Katz has come to the end of his contract as well. Because on books, I think it's 10 years. Because on the same day, they've put 2 books out of print: Paganism for Prisoners and Paganism for Parole. And now out of print,
Okay.
people. If you want one, let me know really quick.
That's quite niche, really, isn't it?
I think that's about 3 years. And I was like, and I was given the list. I was like, Paganism for Prisoners and Paganism for on Parole.
Wow.
So has the author got experience? You know, there's got to be a background to
Possibly.
it. I mean, the paganism for everyone, I say, but I never expected that to be on my list.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this one. I've wanted this deck for so long.
Do you want to introduce the final deck then?
Supernova.
Yeah, I've been sitting here thinking I'm holding it upside down because it's the same box as like Under the Oak.
I hope it's
in reverse. But it's in reverse, isn't it? You've got the little.
Yeah, it is.
But this is at the bottom, which is unusual.
Yeah, it's not glossy. It's got a bit of a spot gloss on it. So, like, see where the hands and the face are.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is going to be, you know,
That's
just about weird enough for me. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Anybody got this deck? I haven't. I've seen a couple of images, but I haven't. And this is Low Scarabeo as well. Look, but I haven't watched a full walkthrough. Chunky book. How many pages in English?
50?
24.
Oh, is
24 pages. Yeah, that bit.
Mine got a 50 Queen of Pentacles and I'm 50.
Why did I say 24?
And then it goes.
Oh, because it's the world. Because it goes into exploring the symbols used by the artist after the card. So.
All right.
That's why. Yeah. So page 25 has got this extra text on it. So I thought that was after the card.
It might be matte again. I do like the linen that they've been doing though. You know, in the other type of box.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not matte. I mean, it suits it.
Is it not?
But so it's a bit thick. It's not as thick as Merge of Crows.
Name the deck, please. Yeah. So Cheryl said it's the
Supernova.
Supernova.
And again, I know people can go, oh my god, it's got borders, but I think the art of this deck will suit. When you see it, it will suit the borders.
That's the title card. These are the backs.
I actually like that because it's quite old. Have you seen the dog pulling his pants down as he's trying to leap off?
Yeah. Oh, and the fool's going in the opposite direction.
Yeah. Oh, the backs are gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, before I was going to don't like ornate decks, but that's really nice. Now, I do not know why this is banned on Google.
Banned on Google?
Yeah, well, I can't list it on Google. It just keeps on kicking it off.
I think the Lovers?
Because of the world card.
All right, and again, nudity warning. So this is our Lovers card. What was I going to say? It's kind of like part RWS, part Marseille, isn't it?
Yeah.
when you look at where are we?
Yeah, that's a bit creepy, isn't it? Two young girls going to see the Hierophant.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
That chariot's amazing. And the strength card. I have been wanting this deck for so long. At least they've got pubic hair.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, no, Death is amazing. Temperance. Temperance, gorgeous. You don't very often see a male with a top.
Adam says, camp as hell, I love it.
Yeah, but he's done a tuck. I don't want to get... He's tucked in between his bum. Devil's Curl. That's the card that keeps getting kicked off.
Is it?
Now, I don't know if it's because she's a larger woman naked. That's it, because there's so many cards that have put the world card out, and she, the majority of the time she's naked. Yeah, it is shiny.
Is it? Yeah.
It is glossy cardstock, but it is stunning. I think this one needed to be glossy because it just pops.
Oh.
Yes, it is. It's camp. It's camp. There's no other way to describe.
Loving the Five of Pentacles.
Are you on to Pentacles already? I'm too busy going, oh my God, I've wanted this deck for so long.
It's not the last suit. Camp, you don't say.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love this. And you know what? I have got nothing like this in my collection at all. It's £33, but you can use the Hermit's code, Sandra. I mean Giselle.
Yeah. So put that up actually. Where is it? Let's pop that on so we know. 10% discount for the decks that we showed. Any decks that we're showing tonight that's not eligible for discount? Any that's on sale?
Cosmic Wisdom by Ethany. It doesn't have.
Okay. Yeah, but all the decks that we've shown tonight.
Nothing in the sale room, nothing in deal of the week, but on everything else apart from Cosmic Wisdom. I love this.
Actually, I really like this. Look at that. That's kind of like the old.
Canal Street on a Saturday night.
The Rembrandt. Oh, the hours I've spent in there.
What, Canal Street?
And the Rembrandt. Yeah.
The Rembrandt. Oh my God.
Well, that's for older people, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the Rembrandts is the original one, isn't it? The original pub on that street. God, I remember when GAY used to be called Manto. I lived in there. This is a gorgeous deck. I love this. I think there's quite a few queer references. Callie, yes, I do ship to the US. Email me before, though, so that I can make sure that I weigh it, because the website has a habit of putting the shipping into pounds when it should be kilos, so it charges you more.
Yeah, there is a 20s, 30s vibe to it, definitely. Yeah.
The aces are cool.
And just in case you don't know, Cheryl's shop is Oneness Emporium, so that's up on the bottom as well now. Well, the courts are pretty cool as well.
There you go.
They'll
Have you
all,
seen the Rembrandt? It's like- and him. But he was in Mantos.
Lily, they'll all be. I'll do a walkthrough of all of them. Yeah.
Oh, that is just gorgeous. Look at that.
They are portrait, Robin. I wish they'd use portrait instead of landscape windows. Oh, on spotlight, so we could see larger close-ups of the cars instead of featuring the border. The only thing is, when you do that, you only get. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I hate it.
Weird.
This is our branding.
Yeah. Because what I do when I'm watching the Catch Up in Cards, I watch it on my TV and use my phone for the chat. And then the chat goes too fast for me anyway. So but after 5 minutes in, I've given up. Because I go, I can't do this.
But you can slow your chat down, you know.
Yeah, but then I'm too behind.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and this is a real chunky deck, isn't it? Cardstock is, even though it's glossy, it's a nice cardstock.
I hope this becomes a modern classic, me, because I just think it is.
Who does he remind you of?
Boy George.
Boy George, isn't it?
I think George would be impressed with that.
Yeah, I do. She's lighting a cigarette. Who just realised?
I wonder why.
Yeah, I like that.
They wouldn't allow that. They won't let me show this deck on socials and on it.
Do you know what? It baffles me because if I see something,
Robin, there is nothing wrong with our rooms. Robin's much better blown up than seeing your rooms. I'm quite partial to my room. I quite like it.
Rude, Robin, rude. But yeah, do you know? Sometimes I see some really offensive and damn right wicked things on social media, and I'll report them on. And then I get a message a few days later. This doesn't go against our community, and I'm like, "What? You'll block a tarot card with somebody showing a left boob, and yet somebody will use something that's really sick, and and they say, "Oh no, that's fine." I don't understand it sometimes.
The Knight of Swords on the back of an ostrich. I love that. I really like this deck. I have been waiting for this to come out for so long, and I'm so glad that I would have been devastated if I hadn't got this hadn't arrived. And they just sent it to you. I would have been devastated because I have been waiting since before December for this deck. That's one of the downfalls of knowing what decks are coming out. I know what's coming out in next February.
So is this released now?
Yeah, finally. It's a month late because it's been stuck in customs.
Right. Okay.
Like everything else is stuck in customs. And like all the American decks have actually, the reason they've gone up from 30 quid to 36 quid is because now American importers now have to pay VAT. They have to pay VAT, right? They have to charge VAT on the decks, and then we have to pay VAT again on the import charge, customs charge. So they're getting it twice. So anyone who sells from America, now that's just why we're having problems with Kickstarter. They have to register to pay for VAT in this country, then pay it, and then we take the risk of having to pay VAT as well.
I got a message from a creator once that said you've got to spend $135 minimum for us not to pay tax. And then I can remember that Patrick at Deviant Moon initially wouldn't send when we came out of Brexit, when we came out of EU, he wouldn't send, but then you can open an Etsy shop that will kind of sell direct. I don't know how he does it, but if you buy through his Etsy shop rather than through his website,
that's because that's an Etsy thing, isn't it? But that's why Matt Hughes wants me to sell his artist versions of the decks. You know, like he does the artist release or the original release, and he's got his books. He can't sell them to us, but I can buy them off him and sell them here without him being penalized in. It means that I pay the VAT when they get here.
Yeah.
Instead,
and
because there's so many shops that that's why you'll find a lot of websites, American websites now are going, no, we can't.
Yeah.
We can't send to the UK. Barnes and Noble,
the
UK. I used to always get loads of the American editions of books and stuff. Can't get it here now. Won't ship. Look at that.
Before Brexit, because I used to order a lot of decks, I used to pay customs on nearly every single one, and it was getting ridiculous. I was paying like over £100 a month in. If I'd had like 4 decks coming, or it was like £25 a time. And after Brexit, it just stopped, and I didn't understand why I wasn't. And now, unless something's marked at being like £100, I never pay customs.
If somebody marks it as a gift, you have to pay it from zero. Pay VAT on a gift. You have to pay.
It's crazy.
That's ridiculous. No, someone's gifted me something. Yeah, well, you haven't had to pay for it, have you? So we'll still take our tax.
I wanted a TDM deck, but it was like €185 plus. That is staggering. Yeah, I know.
Matt did his Kickstarter, and he's cancelled it. I don't know why, but it was going to cost £67 to ship the deck, and he was only kickstarting it for $40.
Wow. Yeah, and I get it. There was a deck I wanted once. I won't mention it, but the cost of it, I was just like, I get people have a right to choose what they think their product is worth. I get it, particularly if they put a lot into it. But when people start charging £150 plus higher for a deck of cards, I just think I can't do it.
Only so far I'll go. I mean, the most I've spent on a deck is like £120, and that's because of shipping and tax.
Yeah.
But, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not. It's it's like even if it's something that's really out of print and I've been chasing it for years, and I might go to 150, 200, but I'm not. But no, it's 78 pieces of paper.
Yeah.
Just to answer your question, the time and the art and everything into it, but I've got my own budget to think about as well.
And it's not like they've just made one deck and they're selling that one deck, So if they're doing that lots and lots of times.
Yeah, I know how much they actually cost from the printers over in China. I know how much they're getting charged.
Yeah.
And some of the decks, some of the decks that I've paid £50-60 for, I know how much they cost to produce. And they went, it wasn't a lot, even for the high quality ones.
Yeah. The answer is no, Trisha. They're not reversing it. That was a question that was asked.
They're going to have to do some. They're going to chip away at it, and it goes into review in 2026 anyway. I mean, Europe aren't bothered; they got a great deal. But now it gets reviewed in 2026 because they need to review the fishing quotas and all of that anyway in 2026.
Yeah.
I
think the most
old deck.
I think the most I've ever spent is the tarot tiles, the Pam A tarot tiles. I think they were about 200 and something. That was the most I ever spent. And then the 4 set of the Neo Rider collection, I think was just under 200. But that was four decks. And I couldn't decide which ones I wanted. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've been really lucky though, because some of the decks I haven't really had to go searching for an out of print, but I did get a Pam A and a Pam D on Vinted for £5 each.
But a real Pam A and Pam D.
Pam A. I sent you the picture, didn't I? And you were going, "Oh, I don't know," and I was going, "No, it is." And then I got a Pam D because I remember I sent you a picture on Messenger, and I went, "Which Pam is this?"
But I thought you meant like a facsimile copy. The actual,
yeah.
Wow.
Because you've got to remember, like some people will go on and they'll go, "Oh, my nan's died," and they'll go, "Yeah, just what was it?" Someone went, "This is there was someone describing something. I didn't get it because I already have it, but it was I think it was one JJ Swiss. She went, yeah, it's an old deck from 1970s, a bit damaged. It was a wooden tins in the gold box. £2.50 she had it on for.
Wow.
So I actually messaged her and said, no, I think you need to put the price up on that a bit, love.
Green with envy, Simon. What's that for? You're green with envy, or I am. I'm green with envy that Cheryl managed to get her original Pam decks for a £5.
I go on Vinted all the time. I sell anything that I don't want. So I'm actually currently selling a load of my paperback witchcraft books on Vinted because they're old. I've read them, and I never sell anything that's out of print. If it's something I know I can easily replace it if I want it again, I'll do it.
Cool. So that's our 8 decks, and then in the week I will do the Earth Woman and the Great Goddess oracles. So
Great Goddess to myself when it finally arrives on Monday.
Yeah.
Earth Woman I wasn't too bothered about because I don't having no faces. I feel a bit.
Are they all like that? I can only see the cover. I've not seen this deck, but it reminds me of the willow tree ornaments, though. So
I've got the willow tree. Everyone buys them, but they're beautiful. But I don't really have them out because they've got no faces.
Yeah, but
there was a horror film one there where the faces disappeared, and I think it's from that.
That's my win advert.
With the reaction people have to clowns, I have to things with no faces on.
Anyway, so
which deck did everyone like?
Yeah, what's everybody's favorite? So in order, we did Caticorn Tarot. We did Seasons of the Witch, and that was the Lammas edition. And then we did Under the Oak Tarot. Then we did Casanova. And then we did Woodland Fairy Tale, Cowgirls and Aliens, Star Maiden, and Supernova. Under the Oak, Star Maiden, Supernova. I'm going to check out Supernova.
Supernova for me.
Quite a few, couple of 2 or 3 Star Maidens, 4 Star Maidens.
Yeah.
Wow.
Seasons of the Witch.
I liked. I mean, yeah, I love these.
Oh, Fairy Tale, Robin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairy Tale looks quite interesting.
I think most of the decks tonight, with the exception of the Lammas one, because I know kind of what to expect with that, they've surprised me.
Well, Caticorn hasn't, but I'm never going to get over the fact that the cat and the unicorn have kind of got it together. I can't. That's how you create something, isn't it? And I mean, it's not for me. It's too young for me. I think it is a junior deck. And you can tell by the quality and the price point on it and everything. But it's a cute deck. If I had if I'd bought it for my daughter when she was 7 and into My Little Pony and all that, she would have loved it.
I think Star Maiden has won out. There's loads of love for Star Maiden. Yeah. Star Maiden. There's quite a few.
It's
wow.
See, Elspeth can't. See, it just shows it's like down to personal taste. I mean, I could sit here every month and just pick what I wanted, but I don't.
No, and that's the thing. I never know what I'm getting until Cheryl sends me a message saying you've got your parcel's coming tomorrow, and it's this, and this, and then I'm frantically googling them.
Next time. Because there's
see
always
what
a
comes.
second there that I know he's really dying to open, and it just kind of.
Anything coming up that people might be excited about? Anything you can think of, Cheryl?
It's a new Hay House one by David De Pascal coming out next month. Storytellers, which looks
okay.
I think there's a little bit of vector art in there, but it's quite a lot of warm colours. What else is coming? I mean, Llewellyn are busy getting all the calendars and all the journals and everything will be arriving next month.
Yeah, gosh.
I can't remember what's coming. There's quite a few though. There's the Upside Down Tarot. It's a Wiser month next month. Upside Down Tarot, Jolanda Witch Tarot, or is that August? I'm getting confused. Yeah.
Next month's August.
Yeah. So we've got the Jolanda Witch Tarot coming, the Upside Down Tarot. So there's your Wiser. Los Scarabeo have always got something out every month. So there'll be a Los Scarabeo. There'll be a Rock Pool.
Alice says, can you not suspend your disbelief for the unicorn cat?
Can't. I even said it to Simon last night. I think it's stuff for nightmares. Cats with unicorn.
Righto. So we'll be back next month.
Coming up, Beetlejuice. The Beetlejuice Tarot.
Yes.
Christina Ricci, which I'm a bit weirded out by because every picture's one of her.
Yeah, what's that?
But we will have a look at it because I know a lot of people are quite excited about that. The Alice in Wonderland. What's the same people who are doing Ghostbusters and everything? What are they called?
Titan.
No, Titan. And the other one. The American name. Inside Editions.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland in a tin.
Wow.
Okay. US Games have got some tin decks coming out. There'll be a lot of tin decks coming out this year, I think, for Christmas. Rockpool are bringing some tin decks out, like Orion's Animal is coming out in a tin. There's quite a few good ones. No, Steampunk Fairies by US Game. No, Llewellyn's coming out, and then we've got a cat deck coming out with Llewellyn instead of a Halloween deck, which don't get. But there's some quite good decks coming out that I think people like. See, I don't really like Inside Editions, but I think there's some that are just cute. Sonic the Hedgehog. You've got cosplay cats coming out. Loads.
Sonic the Hedgehogs. There's a deck for Sonic the Hedgehog
Next month, yeah. Sonic the
Hedgehog. Is it official Sonic the Hedgehog? Is it by Sega?
Yes, Sega Inside Editions.
Wow. That's cool.
Steampunk Fairies looks great though. I'm really looking forward to that. But there's quite a lot of books coming out. Fortune in Your Hands, and then Matt Oren, who does Psychic Witch. He's got a tarot book coming out, and then there's Lisa Papez's tarot book coming out. So there's quite a lot of new books coming as well.
We need a Bagpuss deck. Yeah, we need some
Bagpuss.
Some seven. I don't know if they'll ever, because there's loads of 70s kind of pop culture I'd love to see in deck. But I don't think they'll go that far back. I think they're kind of like 90s onwards for like Buffy and the noughties. I don't think they think there's a market for 70s stuff. But I'd love Bagpuss, or can you imagine a Pipkins deck, or what was the other one with the I forgot what it was called now. Hector's House or stuff like that. There'll be some really cool ones, wouldn't there? You're still live. I know. I am. We are popping off now.
Where have you been?
Nice to see you. Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Rent a Ghost. I want a Rent a Ghost deck.
Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, there are some really cool decks coming out. There's also a lot of crap coming out, but you know, we'll review them anyway. I'm going off to go and play with Supernova. I'm going to go and give it a nice couple.
Well, thank you for joining me, Cheryl. It's always
right.
it's always fun, and I'll just stay on and I'll say goodbye to you properly. But
no,
thanks
Chris,
to everybody who's been here.
You've missed it.
No, I need the loo. I'm sitting there going, right, okay. Every time I have a great big mug of tea like this, I sit like, I need the loo.
Yeah, no, we're empty now, so we know it's the end. But thank you, everyone, for listening to me go on and on again.
No, it's always fun. It's great to be able
Can I ask everyone a quick question? Can everyone go and follow my YouTube channel? Because then it will link directly to the shop once I get past a certain amount of subscribers. So then it'll just help.
Remind me before we go live next month as well to put the link in, because then I can drop the link in into like I've done for like your shop.
On YouTube, please, so that I can get it going. Thank you.
See you, everyone. Bye.
See you. Bye.